Hey, Dr. Gates, how you doing? So today we're going to be going to take a look at, take that out. All right. So I'm going to be showing you the slides real quick because I did a quick run through, but it's like an hour long, and I don't think that you want to just watch through the entire webinar. So I'll give you the download right here. So pretty much what I'm going to be going through is the process. The process pretty much has been developed over the past 10 years by an amazing marketer that I work with, and so we just use that same structure, which he totally allows us to use. And yeah, so without further ado, this is it. So we go into how to create. This is the the offer. I say Samuel Smith, implant specialist at Custom Dental McKinney. I introduce you here as well. My plan is to go ahead and just do the entire thing myself because the switch back and forth between in the very beginning is when most people are really, that's the most important time. So if we're switching back and forth between people, I want to make sure that people stay on as much as possible. So then we go back to this, then we get permission for style, content, and help. So this is getting permission for the sale at the very end. Also, we say, well, we're going to be moving fast and we're going to give slides and recording at the end of the thing so that they need to remind you and so they need to stay till the end. So then I can do a few questions to get them involved, get them interactive. And we go 1, 2, and then finally get to the juicy one, which I preface this as I would not ask this to them if I just met them on the street any day. But because I want to get the most out of this webinar and I really want to help them make the best decision for them, I want to ask this and keep them completely confidential. But this is getting them to admit that they really need to get implants. So then we go into structure. This is about having bone loss, and we talk about we establish a scene of kind of what's going on there, how their jaws, like some of the things that their frustrations are their jaw is smaller, their mouth isn't strong, and they're afraid of the future, and their biggest fear is that they could lose their jaw completely. Then it goes into their wants that they desire, their healthy jaw, strong teeth, that they're confident about their smile and health, and that they have a healthy, beautiful smile. So those are the things that they are really, really wanting, and that's the dream, is to have a healthy, beautiful smile. So then I go into the content, which is the mouth is constantly deteriorating, bone loss is irreversible, and obviously I'm talking a little bit more about this, going into more depth, giving examples. And then I say, before this is too late, if you wait too long, it can be more expensive or too late. Then I use this picture here, 40%, 50% is gone in 2 months. One tooth caused this much bone loss, and then I talk about the things that the bone loss implants are the only thing that stop it. And by the way, I'm going to be going through this really quick because I want to keep your time valuable, and I know we're going to be getting on the phone later today. So then I go into how implants work, their success rate, then the timeline, 30-minute per implant, gum grows and heals, and then you add the abutment and crown, 34 to 5 minutes, and the total time for that is 3 weeks to 4 months. I said 4 months. Yeah, so I said 3 weeks to 4 months for the total time. I realize it could be longer. However, that's more of an exception to the rule for people that have really bad teeth or have bad bone and have many teeth that they need to replace. That's just not the majority of people that are going to be watching this webinar. And since the offer here is to create procedures and creating a really great smile in less time, I wanted to trim that down to 4 months because that's what you said for like somebody with 4 to 5 teeth missing. So obviously, if there are people with more teeth missing, that could be longer. So then this is what I wanted to also chat with you about. So I went online and I found some before and afters of some people that have had implants, showed them what is created. So there, and then also before and afters here, and then before and afters here. And then what about for me? So then I bring it back to them. And then I ask them a question of all the time not stopping bone loss, what has it cost you? And then I get them to make a decision. Do they want to keep losing bone irreversibly or save their bone and heal their mouth? And then I just redirect them back to, hey, this is the first step in how to create a beautiful smile without long, painful, expensive procedures. Then we go into the smile from going embarrassed to confident about our smile, because that's one of the most common complaints that patients have. Then I establish a scene there. Then a few of their frustrations: they can't show happiness, they can't smile, or they don't smile and they're embarrassed about smiling. And their biggest fear is that people won't want to be around them because they aren't smiling and aren't happy. And then I change it back to their wants. They want to show happiness. They want to confidently smile and have people compliment them, and just be able to have a beautiful, confident smile around the people that they love. And that brings the question: how do I get my teeth back? And implants are the closest thing to a real tooth possible. They stop bone loss, and they're the only thing that stop bone loss, stop tooth shifting, increase bite power, and don't affect adjacent teeth, healthy adjacent teeth. And then I go into other options, right? So you have dentures, and I go into pros and cons of that, and then bridges, pros and cons of that, and then implants, the pros and cons of that. And then I go into a case study. So I made this case study up. However, I know that you and other dentists that are selling implants have case studies that are like this. And for the intention of being able to reproduce this for other dentists, I just put a name there because most dentists that are doing implants have some kind of case study like this, and it wouldn't be um, it would not be reasonable to have to recreate this webinar every time with their case studies and getting those things. So I just said, okay, let's just create a generic one or two of them that address many of their objections and their thoughts and many of their questions and answer them in the form of a story, which most dentists have. So that was my thought process behind this. So I go into how she said she put it off for too long, but she finally came up with the idea that she was worth it. And I really wanted to hammer this one hard because most patients, they're like wanting to put off money for the family, and they just haven't ever invested in themselves. So this is something I do a little here. Talk about how it was easy. She worked the next day, was a little bit sore after, didn't feel a thing during it. The doctor really cared, checked in on me, and I felt like family. I'll be there in a second. And then I say about what about for me? If you could do this, what impact would it make for you? I get them to decide which one they want, missing teeth and embarrassment, or having a smile that you're truly proud of. Then obviously we go back and say, redirect that to the main. I had to shut the door. I'm almost done. I'm recording something with Dr. Gates. We're about to hop in and have lunch. So get them to decide here and then redirect them back to the main thing. So then I can talk about satisfaction, which is the last and third section about not being able to eat your favorite foods to full mouth function. And this is the second most common complaint that patients have. So then I paint a picture of something that, like a story of going on to get them in the mood. And then I say the frustrations are they can't eat, or they're unhealthy, and they're scared of eating. And their biggest fear is they won't be able to live long or healthily. And then that's replaced by the wants to eat with excitement, have a healthy diet, and look forward to eating, and live a long, healthy, nourished life. Then I use this quote that you have in there about people who keep their teeth live an average of 10 years longer than people who lose teeth to poor nutrition. And then I say that implants give you full tooth function back. It's like a real tooth. And I can contrast that with dentures, or 20-50% of natural tooth function, and how you have to have starchy food diet since it's harder to bite and chew. And then implants increase bite power, full tooth, and low healing times. They have a 95+% success rate. Actually, I think I have that slide twice. I will go ahead and take that slide out. Standard care, 95% success out. Okay. Then we have a second case study. As I said, these are stories that I created to address patient concerns, and most dentists have, and I'm sure you do as well, case studies that mirror this, either if in multiple or in whole. The intention of this is to address patient concerns, objections, and questions that they have about the procedure. So had dentures, I couldn't eat, talking about dentures and how implants are much better. I knew implants were the way to go so I could eat again. She was worried about the price. Between insurance and payment plans, it was quite affordable. So I'm hitting the cost thing right there. Then also, it wasn't scary at all because a lot of people have an unspoken thought that implant procedures are scary and that they're much actually simpler and easier than they were pictured. She had 4 teeth replaced. Procedure took 4 hours. Didn't feel a thing. Had a new smile in 3 months. So much better than dentures to finally eat, and I feel 10 years younger. I contrast that with Charles Mayo and what he said. And so she's so grateful she took the leap. And then I say, what about for me? And then I direct them a question. If you could have the ability to do it, and I give them 10 seconds down below to answer that. Then I get them to decide A or B. And then, okay, and then I direct them, hey, that's the third step to how to create a beautiful smile without painful, expensive, long procedures. And then this is when I get into the sale. So I say, I don't know why you showed up here today. It could be because you're losing your jaw. My slides kind of froze. So it could be because you're losing your jaw. It could be because you're embarrassed about your smile. It could be because you can't eat the foods you love or need. Now you know that you can save your bone, you can confidently smile, and you can get the foods you want and need, which obviously raises the obvious question, how can I create that for me? So there's 2 ways. You can go slow or you can go fast. You can go slow, other options other than implants, talk about dentures, talk about bridges, other local dentists who I talk about coronavirus and how they're not available now. And even if you did want to go to other dentists, there's no guarantee that they really know what they're doing. Or if you go cheaper implants, I say that most likely that's somebody that just came out of medical school and you're one of their first people ever doing implants. And do you really want that on your teeth? So that's one of the things I do to stop them from going to other places. And then I say fast. You have economy, business class, and first class. So economy is dentures or bridges. These are the most economical. Then you have business class, which is implants, and then first class, which are all on 4s, depending on how many teeth you're missing. But this is not right for everyone. I turn them away, which makes them want to come more. Why we mastered it, and I say that not right for everyone. Obviously, if you have diabetes, HIV, or pregnant, this is not for you. Also, if you're wanting just the cheapest option, if you're wanting the cheapest option, this is obviously not for you. Or if you really don't are fine with your teeth and it's part of your identity, and you don't want to make the decision. Let me see. If you are really okay with having missing teeth, and this is not something that you really want to change, or if this is a part of your identity and you don't want to give that up, then this is also not for you. This is for people wanting to make the leap. So why did we master this? We mastered it to stop bone loss, overcome embarrassed smiles, and stop people from not eating. And this is designed to give you protection for your jaw, a beautiful, confident smile, and the ability to eat foods you love and need. So then I introduced the Stunning Smile package, which is first the blast-off appointment, x-rays, treatment plan, next steps with doctor. This is just the first thing that we talked about that's worth $500. Then the procedure, which is business class, implants, or first class all on 4s, $3K to $15K. I do the lower end of all on 4s. And then the follow-up appointments, healthcare tutorials, value $24.97. Normal price is $6,000 to $18,000, but you guys are special. So we give you the love your smile guarantee. If you change your mind, we'll completely refund your deposit. We'll do whatever we can to make this affordable for you, and insurance and payment plans to make sure that you can pay for this. Today, only bonus we're doing is giving you $1,000 off implants, or not $20,000 off, 20% off of all on 4s. And then we have the line fast pass, which essentially is saying they get to the front of the line with the whole coronavirus thing. Then the webinar only price, $500 deposit, 100% refundable. Only today, line fast pass, only today, procedure discount. Then go to action steps, click the link at the bottom page, fill out the order form. We will set up your appointment and maybe send you some goodies. Then I go back over a summary and then action steps. And this is when I answer their questions and congratulate people who have already joined. Congratulate them, thank them, and really give the people that haven't joined FOMO. So anyway, that is the presentation. Let me know if you have any comments or anything that you recommend shifting. The structure has been proven over 10 years to work extremely, extremely well. And I'm really excited about running this with you. So let me know what you think and talk soon.